Ah, I'm unprepared. 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 I'm not even clicked in. Let's go. How's it going, everybody? I'm wearing my Green Day shirt, and it's podcast episode number 11. We created a show, and I thought it would blow up. You pitched it to networks, so nobody showed up. It said it like the quality and the guaranteed longevity. It had no celebrities, including myself, guys. Mainly myself. There were some people in there that I wish people saw celebrities, and this whole thing may turn around today. Okay, this is a big episode of my Peaky, because guys, Anxiety Boys, as you might already know, is this show that I keep referencing that is basically what this show is based on. No Star Power, the name of the show, in case you're not aware, is based on the idea that the show I made with my buddies didn't have enough star power, which refers to it not having enough, names that people know in the project, which especially these days has a lot to do with a project being greenlit. Okay, so we only had us, a bunch of nobodies, in the show, and then some other featured performers who I think are amazing. And I don't want to rope them into my bullshit, okay, my self-deprecation. This is about me and and Andrew and Ben, and we are just so far faceless to the industry. However, the show has been nominated for a best new web series in Starable Fest in New York City. I was so excited to go to New York City, but then, of course, they were like, you know what, actually, I don't think it's going to work out. COVID got intense again, and I was like, fuck, no, another thing taken away from me, no. It's taken away from me again. And I'm just kind of reeling from this because I just got the email literally 10 seconds before I started. That's why I was all unprepared. Basically, rewind a little bit. So it was also nominated. You get nominated for Best Picture, quote unquote, in this festival. And it's a big web series festival, so I'm really excited. I'd never heard of it, to be completely honest, before the nomination, before rather I was pitching to it. But one of my mentors was like, you got to pitch to this place or you got to send it through Film Freeway to this festival. It's called Starable Fest, again, just in case you wanted to send your own web series in, which I highly recommend if you have one. Anyway, so they also have categories for like Best Actor and Best Director and Best Editing and all that stuff, and which is really cool because it feels like it's like a full-on award ceremony, right? And I was nominated for Best Actor as Zan Hathaway, which is fucking awesome. Ben Christensen was nominated for Best Director, which is great. He did a fantastic job on it, and he deserves it, and I hope he wins it. I hope I win my Best Acting, because that would be fucking cool, okay? I hope good things for myself, too. And then, you know what? And then, actually, we were nominated for Best Editing, too, which is awesome. So that was a joint effort between me and my buddy Victor, who laid the groundwork of every single episode first. And then I, took it from there. So some fun nominations came out. And then I just got an email where there's this element of the festival where you get to pitch the show to a bunch of networks. So I wanted to mention it on this podcast, okay? Not just to toot me own horn, but to kind of, let you guys in on the story of this project, this cursed project, which has, time and time again excited me and then disappointed me and then excited me and then disappointed me. And basically now we have 6 meetings with network executives for the festival, which is fucking crazy. We're going to be the next Walking Dead, people. We're going to be the next Walking Dead, guys. I think we're going to get it. We're going to get it. We're going to add zombies to it. I think that's what it is missing. It's not no star power. It's not enough zombies. Or walkers. Walkers. Like, I'm going to do the pitch and I'm going to be like, so it's about this thing, and listen, it's a show about an up and coming music manager who gets tied into this new artist's first debut album. But little does he know, the new artist is first of all very incompetent, but also the incompetent son of the label CEO. So this manager soon learns, this up-and-coming young manager soon realizes that, oh no, he's basically been given a babysitter job for this dumb idiot rapper, Zan Hathaway. And they're going to go, okay, and then I'll go, so I haven't sold you? And I'll go, well, just if there's anything else, now's the time. Okay, there's zombies. Okay. How do the zombies work in? So Zan Hathaway dies? Whoa. But then he comes back. Whoa! And then there's walkers. Walkers. There is a weird, surreal element to the show. I'm not going to spoil it, but at the very end of the last episode, you kind of see this weird, ambiguous thing go down. This commentary on the state of the world, and we wanted to bring it out of the mockumentary framework and build it into maybe something that could show that it would have potential to be something dynamic, something flowing, something that we could add surreal elements to as the show progressed, were it to continue. So, that's exciting. So, I'm going to make sure that I try and work in a way to add zombies to it for the AMC pitch. And we'll hope that this thing gets picked up, And this is my last this is my last ditch effort for a little while with networks, okay? So if this doesn't work out, I'm not going to be sour, but I need to take a second. I mentioned in my last podcast, I think episode number 7, about how I just wanted to take a second from trying to make stuff to impress networks and stuff like that. No hate to the industry personally. I'm not really I don't want to break down the system necessarily. I think it's in a strange place right now for various reasons that it's not important to get into. But I'm just personally getting headaches these days about, what am I going to make? And is it going to be good enough? And, that's not the way that you need to be creating. You need to be creating for fun. That's why YouTube exists, you guys. So make sure to get out there and make some stuff. And, pray for me, buddies and gals. Pray for me. Ain't nobody praying for me. So Instagram is down. Facebook and WhatsApp. They're all down. It's apocalyptic, guys. Except you know what? Guess who's on an Instagram break anyway? Yeah, boy. So I'm not so concerned. I wasn't even missing out. I'm not even missing out on shit right now, yo. As it comes about, who knows? Maybe it'll be down forever. And I'll already have had 2 weeks of experience without it, and I'll know how to adjust much better than all of you fools. Instagram is down. What a scary thing. Here, what do you think if Instagram went down for a year? No, let's say it was a month. What effect would that have on culture? That would be a big deal. You know what I mean? And I think people have this conversation a lot about Wi-Fi specifically, which terrifies the shit out of me. That would be a big, big deal. That would be like another COVID March 2020 energy. People just coming out of their houses looking at each other like, Are you seeing this? Hi, you have your phone working? Mine works on... I don't even have a plan these days. I'm using Wi-Fi. Yeah, I'm using Wi-Fi. Can I use your phone? Just for a minute. Can I use your phone? No, get away, Jerry. I just need to use your phone. Get off my lawn. You're in your robe. Get off my lawn. We have been storing food for this moment. I'm going to go make some rice and get off the fucking lawn. But if Instagram went out, would it have an effect like that? Or would everyone just be like, Jesus Christ, what was that? That whole 7-8 years, what was it? No, it's more than that. 10 years of that shit, and now, whoa, it's like I woke up from a terrible nightmare where likes and ratios and numbers governed who I was and what I was worth to this world. And all those times I caved and looked at my ex's profile, and all those times when I compared how many followers I had with my friends and my ex-friends. And for what? Well, just so it could crash. Just so it could crash and leave us behind picking up the pieces. It's ironic, you know. So what do we do now? I think I'm going to call my friend. I think I'm going to have a split call with a couple friends and lay on the bed like this. Bruh. I think that sounds perfect. I think that sounds just dandy. Tell me more, Danny, something to something. Dude, I want to be living like that. I don't need Instagram, bro. I'm done with it. I'm on this break, and this time on this break, I'm like, you know what? Maybe I'm never coming back to it. Maybe I kind of hope that it never comes back. Especially that study that they just put out that said like 37% of people under 18 who start on Instagram are more likely to develop depression. I need to read into the study more because I just saw an anchor give me the spark notes, and that's important to look into these things more. But I am willing to believe, and I'm a bit biased, leaning towards the idea that it's not good, you know? And you know why they did it? This is for sure. You know why they did this test, okay? Or this study was in preparation for a new Instagram app, I guess, or like a new branch of Instagram that's meant for people under 13. Young people, little children, comparing themselves to other little children. How many twucks does he have? I have way more likes on a picture of my twucks. What the hell? What is my life? What is my wolf? Mama, Jared is being mean to me on a kid Instagram. Don't worry, sweetie. The developers developed it, so it's good for society. Just enjoy. Like that lady who said that to her kid when he was like, Mom, you're on OnlyFans. All my friends are showing me pictures of your boobies. And it's giving me depression at 9 years old, which is really fucking, unnatural. And she just went, women's bodies. Okay, how about maybe that doesn't always apply? Maybe when your kid has depression, it's not all about you and your fucking freedom. God damn it. You know what? It's it's not the company's fault either. It's up to the governments to regulate this shit. Regulate it. Do something about it, okay? People like me really get fucked up by the Instagram shit. Not a lot of people, not everyone does, okay? There are a lot of people listening to this going, it's just fucking ride the wave, man. Post when you feel it. Don't when you don't. Don't check your likes, man. It's just a way to connect to everybody. Connect to your buddies. Connect to yourself, your inner self. I'm like, yeah, okay. But what about me who already is prone to that fucking shit, okay? It's made my life fucked at points. Sometimes I'm good with it, but during the pandemic, it's not been very, very good. Anyhow, big new news. Hey, let's go. Could have just said news, but I said big new news. I'm a little too short for the framing of this video, so I'm sitting on my fucking foot. We're getting a puppy, okay? We're getting a puppy. It's a Bernedoodle, and we are getting one, we being my mother, my stepdad, and myself, because I'm living just the three of us in this hilarious little trio in this nice home in beep. I'm not going to tell you where. All you creeps going to come to my house and dox me, yo. I mean, we're getting a fucking Bernedoodle puppy, bro. And I think I'm going to make a TikTok. I'm going to fucking delete all my TikTok and make a TikTok just for this guy. For this guy. That's what I'm already calling him. Just this little guy. I'm going to get a little puppy. There's going to be days where I'm bringing him into my shot like this. Just going, here's my fucking puppy. And guess when we're getting him? We got the email today. It's been building up that we're getting there. Like we're closer on the list to getting one because we've been on a queue for like 2 years. That's how it's been during quarantine especially. And for this specific breed of dog, for some reason, at this exact place that my mom has been doing research at. And they said, you're getting him October 23rd. And guess what today is? I don't even know. October 4th. I couldn't be more excited. I am going to be so dedicated to training this dog and becoming best friends with this dog. I am so excited. And I hope you guys are excited for me. There's so much new stuff going on. I sat down and I wrote my notes, and it was a blank page, and then I started going, oh, yeah, right. Oh, that happened. Oh, emails, anxiety boys. All right, we got nominated for the thing. Oh, I'm gonna tell everybody about all this stuff. I'm just off the skin. I'm just fucking going because I'm kind of busy today. The reason being, Trent Lankarski and I, the guy on my last, the creator on my last podcast, he was in my, I interviewed, my first guest interview. Him and I are doing a collaboration. So I'm going to be in one of his videos. He's going to be in one of mine. We already shot most of the one for my channel. It's coming out Thursday, guys, on my channel and his. We're going to post at the same exact time. I'm so excited. He's such a sweet dude, and he's a great comedic mind. We laughed our asses off while we were making mine. And tonight, we're going to shoot his. So excited for that. You guys, put the bell on. Click the fucking bell. I see you. I see you looking at that bell. Click it. And I click it. These days it's tapping. Nobody's who's clicking. Even when you're on a laptop, it's like, it doesn't even make a click sound anymore. Tap the fucking subscribe button. And then fucking tap the bell too. Because on Thursday we have a really funny video coming out, okay, guys? And every single Thursday after that. And every Tuesday, I'm going to get one of these pancakes. God. Which, by the way, are on Spotify. I haven't really mentioned that. They're on Spotify and Apple Podcasts and all that stuff, so you can find them wherever you find your podcasts. Because there's just a great... If you're making a podcast, go to... or if you're planning on making one, and you just want it to be audio, right? Because I'm doing this video thing because I've got a YouTube channel, but if you just wanted it to be audio and just get any sort of... This microphone is like $120. It's a Blue Yeti. You just sit and you record it on GarageBand. Like GarageBand, it's just super simple. You know how to use it from when you were a kid. If you haven't ever touched GarageBand, or if you have like a PC, I don't know what to tell you about the PC, to be honest. There's definitely a way. I just don't know it. But GarageBand, do it, export it, boom. Go to anchor.fm. Anchor.fm. It's a super, super easy way to upload your podcasts, and then they just distribute it to all of the podcast like system or outlets. Okay, so that would be like Spotify these days, Apple Podcasts, I guess, and like the podcast app on the Apple, and I think on like all sorts of other shit. I don't know. They send you an email and they're like, "Congrats, it's all up on this, and this." So no star power. With Ben Ball, search that if you want, and it'll be on. You can listen to it on your way to work, and you don't have to go on YouTube and keep the thing open in your pocket, which I know probably none of you are actually doing. I don't mean that. I love you guys, and I know the people who are listening to this are so dedicated and nice and sweet that you'd listen to me ramble for half an hour every week. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, it's on Spotify, so take a look. God, I'm all shaky and rambly today. So much shit going on. You're not God. Okay? You don't know me. You're not God. You're not God. If you guys don't know that reference, that's like an old viral video that to this day makes me laugh my fucking ass off. The other day I remembered that it existed and I chuckled to myself. The poor kid. I feel badly because he was addressing how people say gingers have no souls, and I think it was spoofed by South Park after that, which probably just made the kid feel worse. It's so fucked up, but it's a fucking funny video. Guys, I just turned 26. Turned 26 on the 26th, so it was my champagne birthday, and I was born, guess what, at 6:26 p.m. So I was sipping champagne at 6:26. Bro, that was like the most like the stars aligned at that moment just for me. Just for me. I don't ever do this voice on here, but this is my evil, narcissistic character. It's all just for me. It's an angle of me that sits deep down in the recesses of my mind, where everything will be for me. But I fight against him. All the time I fight against him, and I remember that I haven't much to think of others first. And that's reality. And that's probably that's one of the most real fucking vulnerable things I've ever said on this podcast. But of course I have to do it on this voice. So it doesn't really feel like I'm putting myself on the line. It'll be all for me. Give it here, Malfoy, or I'll knock you off your broom. That's not right. Harry Potter's a sweet guy. There's none of that bullshit going on in his mind. Dog. Listen, being 26, if you're and if you're in your 30s or 40s or anything but your late 20s, don't listen to this because it's just going to infuriate you, okay? Because I'm warning, trigger warning, I'm going to complain a little bit about my age. Not really, I'm going to complain. I'm a complainer. I'm just going to complain a little bit. Being 26, scary. 25 was scary. 26 is getting scary. It's getting meta, but I'm starting to adapt to the idea of being in my late 20s. But some little things pop up, like the other day, like last night, I just publicized 4 new videos or 4 old videos on this channel that hadn't been up. It's 2 stand-up videos that I was always insecure about, but I watched them again last night and I was like, hey, these aren't so bad. And 2 films, one really short one and one semi-short one, 20-minute long. They're pretty raw, pretty intense. Looking back on them, they're during pretty intense self-reflective times of my life. And I think maybe you should take a look at them. It's called The Anxious Man and the Bad Listener. It's one of them, both made for school. The other one's called Nicholas and the Poet, both made for school. I should have said both made for school after saying the name of the second one, so you know I was ahead of myself there. Anyway, you can tell I'm a bit nervous about putting those out there because for a long time I've been putting them on private and then putting them public and then private and then public. I don't know. It's just old stuff, you know. I don't like watching them, but I think I better just put them out there. And then the stand-up. I actually watched them last night, and this is the point of what I'm trying to say, is they were 5 years ago. I was 21. And I look kind of not quite the same, but I just it's just still just me. And that's a weird thing, okay, about being in your 20s for long enough, is that you're no longer looking back on a really young version of yourself who's still developing. So you're not able to be like, oh yeah, there's me at 16. I'm now oh, there's me past my prime, but 5 years ago also. There's me at 21. I was already brittle. I'm kidding, not brittle, but you know how they say when you're 18, you're peak physical form. Except not peak physical, not peak mental at all. You were in the fucking trenches mentally until you're probably 30. I'm still there, baby. I'm in the trenches, boy. In the trenches, boy. Anyway, so I had some a couple stand-up things, and I looked at that and I said, fuck, that's 5 years ago, and I'm still walking, talking adult. That's what's starting to get a little meta about this shit, yo. And especially since the last 2 years have gone by fucking that. It's just dude, where did my youth go? I better fucking start. I gotta get an apartment. Why am I in my mom's place, man? What the fuck am I doing, man? Dude, bro, if you found out that I cried like that, would you click the bell notification button? Would you tap it? Would you tap that? I feel like you'd probably unsubscribe if you realized that I did. What if I did one of those really personal videos hey guys, this has been really hard for me, but I'm not doing good, and I just I just oh my god. I always make fun of fucked up cries just because I think it'd be so funny if you just revealed you got to know somebody through a podcast or something, and then they revealed this fucked weird thing that they do, and you're just oh, that's why they probably never put out a video like that yet. But now in their vulnerable state, I don't know if I'm on board. I just can't. I'm sorry. I can't listen to that. I know that's never happened. That'd be so, imagine. Dude, that's where this podcast is at. I'm not even telling stories anymore. I'm just going, imagine. And then imagine, and then, and then imagine if, and then, no, and then imagine, okay, waiting for the friend to finish their part of the story, but then all you want to do is go, and then imagine if, who did that in elementary school? Who would be the one pretending they had superpowers and doing bits all the time in elementary school? Ding, ding, ding. That's where I got my practice, bro. You know, I've only done stand-up 30 times or something like that. All my practice has been at the dinner table, which is a quote from Bill Murray. Comedian gets his or her practice at the dinner table, or their practice at the dinner table, and also on the playground. There was a lot of what if, and then what happened, and then how about this happens, and like role playing. There was like a lot of RPG just off the cuff at those times of my life, and now I just reap the benefits from being a fucking loser for most of my life. And now I get to be like, all right, let's turn this thing into some money, maybe. All right, guys, that's just about it. I just wanted to tell you the stuff I'm excited about, and hopefully you get down with it. Love you guys. Please subscribe for a podcast every Tuesday and every Thursday. A video this week, sketch or a short, and this week it's going to be with Trent. There's going to be a double feature, so please keep an eye open on his channel too, which I will put in the link. Put the link in the description of his channel. If either way, podcast number 10, the last one, is an interview with him, very cozy, wholesome interview with Trent. And this Thursday we're going to be making one to sketch together. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. Please hit that subscribe. If you're listening to this, thank you for listening. And have a wonderful afternoon. I gotta hang up. Thanks for the talk, guys, but I gotta... Yeah? Okay, yeah, my mom's on the other line. She's got... Mom, don't pick up the phone! When you have landlines, and your mom would like... one of your parents would like pick up the phone, like when they're in the other room, and you're like, oh, yeah, sorry, don't listen in. It's me and Jacob, we're talking. And they'd be like, okay, dinner. Hi, Jacob. Hey, Mrs. Ball. Get off! Anyway, I gotta hang up because my mom's being fucking lame. Anyway, guys, I better hang up. All right. Okay. I'll talk to you next week. Sketch out Thursday. Subscribe. Comment.